You read? Let's go. Oh yeah, what book?
Perfection.
Perfection.
Vincenzo something.
Vincenzo?
Vincenzo.
Oh, I heard of this. I think is it new?
Yeah. It has like a Wolfgang Tillmans photo on the cover.
Okay.
It's
Is it
about.
good?
I don't know yet. It's like a little too hip for me right now.
I'm like not.
Would we hear ourselves?
Yeah,
No.
you want to hear? You want to hear yourself?
No. I don't need to.
Yeah. Perfection. I'm so not up on new books.
Well, only the classics.
Vincenzo. Oh, okay. New York Review of Books.
Yes.
Nice. So your plan was just to read Perfection all afternoon. I feel like this is an unwilling podcast. I feel like you're not trying to. I'll be like,
Okay, let me open up.
We could podcast, or we could just hang out.
We don't have to.
And not record it. It's like, no, we have to podcast.
That's late capitalism for you.
Yeah, late capitalism.
Everything has to be product.
I mentioned to someone that I met you, and they were telling their friend that we were kicking it in Paris, and her friend was like, "That's the greatest living artist." And then, like, as when she said that, I mean, obviously, you're
the greatest living artist.
Yeah, and then I was
you know
like,
what? I'll take it.
Martine Syms, greatest living artist. But I was like, I am so not prepared to, like, I'm the worst interviewer for you. But then I got scared because if I try to go hard and like research everything you've done, I would get shook. So I was like,
please don't.
But
are we going? Has it started?
Yeah, we're going. We're going.
Should I look at you? Should I look at the camera? Should I look
Nah.
at Pucci?
Yeah, look at Pucci.
Yeah, Pucci.
Nice.
Giovanni Niccolo Pucci Syms. Full name.
Oh, we got the same last name.
Yeah.
Of course.
This is my son.
Damn, your son. What made you want to get a dog?
I don't know. I wanted one for a couple of years. I was never really an animal person.
Yeah.
But my studio mate used to have a dog. And so there was like always, and my studio assistant had a dog, so that there would be these two dogs always with me.
Yeah.
And then that kind of wore me over the years. And then I was like, but then I kept being like, I travel too much.
Yeah.
I can't have a dog. Or if I would be like, oh, I want a dog, some people would be like, you can't have a dog. Like, your life doesn't fit a dog.
Yeah.
And then last year I was just like, fuck it. All the shit I figured out, I'll figure out how to have a dog.
Yeah, you were, because we were kicking it in Paris that week, which is a kind of funny ass week.
Yeah.
For the damn Breaking 4 Nike event. Faith Kipwegon almost broke 4. She didn't break 4, but she still did really good.
She did great.
And you were like hyped to go pick up the little dog. So it's funny seeing 1 month later, seeing you with the doggy. Yeah, if it's a pocket dog, you could just take it anywhere.
Yeah, and he's flown 6 times.
Damn.
So
just carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
never an issue?
been pretty good.
Nice.
He started to get a little attitude, but we're gonna fix that.
So you were out in Sacramento? Were you out there for a second?
No.
Okay,
I was there for
you just swooped
36
swooped
hours.
through.
But I was being really dramatic with Nike about my flight.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I was changing my flight too.
Because I was like, well, yeah, I change my flights all the time, which I used to pathologize, but I was given a free pass by my therapist. So fuck it. It's okay. It's okay to do.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, I kept asking the breeder, like, when I bought him from a breeder, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like such a designer looking dog. But I want my joke is when people ask him, be like, yeah, I got him at the pound.
You got a what?
He's a rescue.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely not. But
dang.
she was like not telling me exactly. She kept saying like, you can pick him up between 8 and 12 weeks. And I was like, cool. But like what day? Because I booked all this work in June because I was trying to take July off so I could just be like focused on training. And then And then when I called her to be like, okay, like, what's the date? Because I'm going to California this date. She was like, well, you can pick him up tomorrow. And I was like, no, I can't.
Right.
And then it just became this thing where she was like, oh, you don't want him? And I was like, no, I want him. I just can't go that day. And so anyway, we had like this date that I like had to get him in Sacramento by. And so with Nike, I was just like, I have to be in Sacramento on June 29th. I don't care anything else. I have to be in Sacramento. And obviously Paris to Sacramento is not a common flight.
Not a lot of people flying back to Sacramento.
But we did it. We made it.
No shade to Sacramento. One of my many hometowns. Probably my first hometown.
Yeah, we hung out.
The first hometown I claimed.
My friend Sonia met me there.
You guys hit the Valley Fair Mall?
Yeah, we hit the mall hard.
You hit the mall, dude?
Hard.
Oh, my God.
We both landed at
Gotta
4
hit
p.m.
the mall. You hit Zoomies.
We went to our little hotel.
You hit Claire's.
Yeah, we jumped in the pool. We like immediately just changed into like slut wear. I don't know why.
To go to the mall?
It was just hot. It was so hot. We both got on a plane and we're like, it's so hot.
Yeah, I've been wearing tiny shirt, tiny pants.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's so hot.
So we just like immediately like put on no clothes, went to the pool, and then went to the mall.
Nice.
For hours. Yeah, it was great. Hit the Zoomies, hit the PacSun, hit the Mac.
The PacSun. You got to hit the PacSun. The
you
Mac.
Do.
What's the Mac?
Mac, the makeup brand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know about that.
Got some great lipstick. I
nice.
got a good eyeliner. I got a bunch of Brandy Melville at PacSun.
Nice. That's fire.
Yeah.
And then you were posted in Aspen for a while?
Yeah, I was in Aspen for like a full week.
What was that? I want to know.
Okay. Let's see if I can describe it. It was called Aspen Air, which was like an AIR, I think stood for Artists in Retreat or Art.
Okay.
Art in something art. I don't know. But there was
Art
3 days, which was a closed session, series of conversations. Think tank.
Oh, wow.
Is basically what it was. It was like scientists, artists, philosophers, mathematicians. And I thought it was going to be a slightly different vibe. I have been a part of some other think tanks.
Yo.
I wasn't aware this one was about AI. The title was Life as We Know It. But to me, I didn't have any expectations, but I also wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So as you witnessed me already in group situations, so I usually arrive late and then I leave.
Yo,
I don't feel
honestly,
like being there anymore.
I think I experienced some like growth because you said that your therapist let you know that you're allowed to go like demand that you need to be in Sacramento on this day, but I need to like. Cause I need like your therapist or something because the way you move, I was like evolving my like like you were like a model for like how to move. I was like, oh, we got to be at the 6 a.m. run. Like I was just like, I don't know, the way you move, you're just like, Martine's doing whatever she wants at all times. I was like, you can do that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could do that, but it's also like, they have no business. Nike got no business inviting my sus ass to the damn fucking Paris meetup. That was like ridiculous. No one even knew what I did except for you. You're the only person who knew my book.
Lauren knew.
Yeah, Lauren knew. Yeah, but like, so yeah, so.
Yeah, so
I admire the way you move at the dang.
Thank you.
Influencer brand meetups.
Thank you. So I missed the first session because I was asleep. and then I had a long lunch with my friend, who was also like, I'm not going. Peace staff, another artist. Her show at Werner opening in September. That I'm very excited for.
Okay, her show, your show, her show.
And
it just builds it, but it just builds the mystique,
right? That's what someone told me. One of the organizers was like, people were really gagged. They didn't say it like that. They were like,
that's how the organizer was talking. Yo, people were gagged about.
They were like,
how you were moving.
They were like, oh, everybody was really like excited that you were coming. Apparently, you have like this mysteriousness around you, and I was like, do I? I feel like the least mysterious person.
No, you kind of do because they were all like, Lauren people were gassing you before you came too. Like, you know about Martina? She's right. You got to see her stuff. Yeah.
But I landed. I didn't know it was about AI. So I got to this room that was like a Dr. Strangelove giant conference table with like 35 people sitting around it with name tags.
Whoa.
Like name plates.
Yeah.
And I was just catching up, so I just started to pull up like casually and be like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
And I ascertained that it was about AI. And I was like, oh, that's what they meant by life as we know it. I just thought it was more like transformation, change.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there was a break. And then there was like the first session was like this dude talking about death just off the bat. Was like I was already not into him, to be perfectly honest, because of his colored glasses. And it's just what was coming off him, I was sitting pretty close to him, so I felt like I was accurately picking up.
His aura was
off. And then he like sits down and he says this thing where he's like, the table is the best technology that was ever invented.
I'm a fucking table.
As if it was a bar.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. It's like, because we gather here, we eat here, we think here, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, before we get started, you know, I just want I want us to think about like all the people that made it possible for us all to be here. Like our housekeepers, our babysitters, whatever. It was like, I'm a husband, I'm a brother, you know. And I was just like, what is this man talking about? And then he says, has anyone here ever thought about what happens after they die?
Oh my God.
And I was like, every day.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should stop thinking
doing?
about it. Yeah, like I think about it too much.
Yeah. Did you raise your hand?
No, but then he... Or, yeah, I think I did, actually, because it was like a show of hands thing.
Yeah.
But it was like everyone rose their hand.
I think about that.
Yeah. Every minute.
Yeah, every second of the day.
But then he asked everyone to go around and say what they thought happened, which I thought was incredibly invasive. It's such a personal question.
Yeah. Damn, I don't like that.
But now that I've brought it up, what do you think happens after you die?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think happens after you die?
I don't know. I think so many things, but I just said I'd go back where I came from.
Go back where you came from? That's what you said in the round table?
That's what I said in the circle.
Damn.
It was a resentful answer.
Back where you came from. Send your ass back. I was holding off on how quick into the pod I would spurg out about some of the things you sent me that we were supposed to talk about. So yeah, we were actually having some deep ass conversations.
Yeah, we were
at the fucking Paris Nike summit.
Yeah, we turned that into a think tank.
What?
Yeah, we should turn that into a think tank.
That was a theological, Gnostic, heretical, theological think tank. Funded by Nike.
Seminary.
Yeah, seminary. It was
Nike seminary.
But no, because I was looking at the Anne Carson essay you sent me. I know, dude. There has to be a literary aspect, or else it's it's psychosis. Or else my podcast is psychosis. If I mention a book, it's within the framework. Okay. It's in the larger domain of intellectual discussions. Yeah. But do you? And you showed up, so I didn't finish it. Because
you're reading it right now.
I know.
That's why I left this death convo, because after we all ran around the table.
Yeah. You all right, buddy?
Yeah, sure. I think that's his cough.
Okay, yeah. He might have munched a hairball. He might have got a hairball.
I know he does. He has been throwing up a lot. He didn't throw up.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm clearing out. That'll be good. That'll be revenge on my fucking.
But after
my landlord,
we all went around. He was like, "Okay, now turn to page 40 in your books. We're going to talk about the Ray Bradbury story." And I was like, "Story? There was homework?"
Oh my God.
And then everybody was like, acting like they had read the reading. And then I was like, I'm going to go now.
Then you just disappeared.
I'm going to go. Yeah. Then I just left to talk to my friend and like sit on the oxygen machine.
Was it sick out there? I've never been to Aspen.
It's gorgeous.
I bet.
It's like
you guys staying in some fire ass place?
Yeah, I was staying at St. Regis.
St. Regis, that hotel?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was nice.
And Andre 3000 was supposed to pull up, but he dipped?
He dipped. He bailed.
Damn. He got the same aura
yeah.
vibe from the guy. He bailed.
Supposedly he had back surgery, but I don't buy it.
Go.
Because you got to plan that pretty far in advance.
Damn.
But it's fine.
Was it fun though?
He too is free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
Paris was kind of lit. Ended up being kind of lit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was fun. There was a lot of people I loved that were in Aspen.
Okay.
We drove out. The hotel let you rent these BMWs.
Oh,
so I rented one so we could drive out to the hot springs.
That's how when a hotel is renting out, or you go to some hot springs?
Yeah.
Nice.
Penny Hot Springs.
When the hotel rents out BMWs, that's when you know it's a good hotel.
Yeah, everyone was like, "How did you get this BMW?" I was like, "The hotel's, you just check it out."
Damn. Yeah, you also figured out all kinds of shit about that hotel that everyone was sleeping on. You were getting massages. You figured out the sauna. I was sleeping on the sauna for like 3 days.
I also went to the sauna at this hotel.
Nice.
And the pool. Yeah, I like to a pamper lord, as I call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was like the best and worst part of the art world. So it was like 3 days of that, then 3 days of festival.
Okay.
Like artist talks and performances and openings. And that's when it started to feel a little bit like an art fair to me. And I've been having like health problems. So it was kind of a little irresponsible for me to go anyway, but I didn't want to cancel it. And then I was just like not feeling the art fair energy. And then there was a gala, but I left in the middle of the festival. I did one day of the festival and then I changed my flight.
Got you.
And went home.
Oh, you did. But you weren't doing any like talks or anything. You were just there to.
No, I was just there to contribute.
Yeah.
Which I did in my own way.
Yeah.
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 But it was cool. Like, Jameson Webster was there.
I don't know that. You mentioned it. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm like a major fangirl of hers. She's like a psycho.
Oh, she is.
Analyst and writer.
She's a psychoanalyst. Okay.
Yeah, and I love her writing.
Nice.
I've like read pretty much all of her books.
Was
Not
it
the recent one.
Was it the self-help one that you were telling me about? No, a different one.
No, that was like just some dumb book. But it did have one thing I liked. It did have one thing I liked. It was called like, my friend Brittany Assam recommended it to me, and I feel like Brittany talk about like the theological convo.
Yeah.
She and I can really go deep on that. And she recommended this book called like 9 Rules of Love or some shit like that. But I actually liked one of the rules, which was connection is overrated. Yeah.
Connection with other people?
Yeah. Like connection itself as like an indicator of anything. I liked that. I liked that chapter.
Nice.
The other ones I felt like I kind of knew.
Okay.
Or I kind of like dealt with already. But like connection's overrated is something I've been thinking a lot about this year. So reading it, I wasn't phrasing it that way, but reading it like that, I was like, yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it overrated?
I don't know. It's just like
the
it's
idea
not the most important.
The idea of being.
Well, it's like chemistry. It's like, oh, you meet somebody and you guys vibe.
Yeah.
And you could think that means anything. I guess it doesn't mean more than that.
Right.
You vibe.
Right.
It doesn't mean that like you should talk to them again. It doesn't mean that you should be in a relationship with them. It doesn't mean that like. It just means you have chemistry. Okay. And that's cool.
Okay.
But like, don't over-index.
Right.
On
Right.
it.
You still gotta do your tasks and meet your fate.
Yeah.
Confront your fate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like, you can have a connection with somebody.
Yeah.
And it can be like really intense. You can be like, this is the one. Like.
Right. You can't make it everything. Yeah.
Like, what was funny about being in Paris was the last time I was in Paris, I was like madly in love with somebody. Yeah. To
who was there?
Hilarious degree. No.
Oh, but.
That would have been funny.
Yeah. You're like, yo, the CEO of Nike, something about his shoes.
No, the previous time. But I met her with one of my friends while I was there, and she was like, are you still in love? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like from Paris, and she was like, no, when I last saw you, you were in love. And I was like, was I? And then I started laughing. I was like, fuck, I was. That's crazy. But that was more connection.
That was before you read the damn.
That was before.
Ninth
Yeah,
Rule.
that was what spurred my like thinking about this.
Got you.
Yeah.
How that ended.
It ended pretty like
no.
uneventfully.
I'm saying is that how that ended spurred you think about it.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, I already gassed you. I already let you know, but that was so fire watching that. I was dying laughing. One night I fucking a couple days after I got back from Paris, I was still like sunburned as hell, and I just like got Mubi and watched the fucking African Desperate the movie. And that was wild when she was in the car with that dude. That was fucking crazy. The whole movie was so sick. The whole movie, because that's what we were talking about too. We were talking about the idea of the I'm a actor too now.
Oh yeah,
I got an acting role.
What are you in?
It's this I could talk about it. It's this Columbia film student, and it's just like he's doing this film, and it's like it's based on a novel, and it's about this like it's like all one day. It's like the disaffected boy who like read too much Faulkner, and he's like spiraling out and stuff, and like doing meth. Yeah. And I'm doing the whole voiceover.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's paid me to do the whole voiceover.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
You're like the internal monologue.
I'm like, why do you want me to read this? But I was looking at the movie board. He has a playlist for it, like the vibes and stuff. It was kind of sick. But why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, because it was all in one day. Yeah. And we were talking about that idea of the project that's like all in one. Obviously, like Ulysses is all in one day. And then I didn't realize you were talking about the new movie you were working on, but I didn't realize the African Desperate is also all one night, all one day, and like the different phases it goes through. And we were talking about the James Joyce Ulysses chart. Yeah. Which is cool. Do you ever try? You could crack any more of fucking kooky fucking Irish?
I'm still reading it. It's good.
Yeah.
Turns out we're right.
Ulysses kind of slaps.
Ulysses.
Turns out that man James Joyce.
There's some beautiful language.
Got a way with words. He got a real way with words.
They were all right. All those boys in my college. They were right. I'll give it to them now. 20 years later.
Yeah, I'm coming on podcasts like, yo, you guys really read Ulysses though? Do you guys ever heard of Ulysses?
Yeah. Like,
you ever heard of James Joyce?
Good. It is a funny book though, when people have been like, what are you reading? Yeah. To be like, Ulysses.
Are you reading it through my angle, which is just a man getting cucked and him trying to deal with it?
No. Well,
that's my new in. That's my new, like, people are like, what? That's what it's about?
I'm holding your angle. Yeah. I'm holding it.
Hold that. You hold that L.
Yeah, I'm holding that one. But wait, I feel like I should say Jameson Webster's new book. Okay. I have not yet read. Hers isn't the love one.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Hers is about breathing.
About breathing?
Breathing. And dying. And air. And I'm looking forward to reading it. So I've read every book but that one.
Okay, nice.
But she and P Staff talked after this, like, a pitch-a-pong film called Dawn played at like 8 a.m. in this chapel. And I'm really glad I saw that. That was one I really wanted to stay for. Paul Chan talked to his entity he's made that's called Paul, which I have a similar project of like, I made an AI a while ago now, like 2016, 2017. That is like a version of, well, it's like all my traumas, basically what I fed it. It was called Teeny, but you could like talk with it. Whoa. So I want to see that. And I missed the shuttle for the Matthew Barney performance, so I didn't get to see that, but apparently everyone got food poisoning.
You missed the shuttle?
I missed the shuttle. I was in the Beamer coming back from the hot springs. I thought I could drive up there.
You found God in the dang sulfur room.
Yeah, I did. Bath. I was like talking with God and like my friends, and I was like, we should go back for the Barney thing. I thought we could drive. I thought I could just drive there, but they were like, no private vehicles. Right. You must ride the shuttle.
Oh, damn. You try to pull up on, with your own
whip.
Damn. Yeah. Well, I think we were kind of talking about, I'm like trying to find the right.
The throughway?
Trying to find the right entry point into into the theological stuff. But that's crazy because that essay is about talking to God.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
So that essay,
the decreation.
The decreation. So it was about because it's also, you know, I told you right when I pulled up to Paris, I'd come from Scotland, Isle of Lewis, and I'm still trying to write that. I'm still trying to write the essay because it's like too powerful. It's like the ideas are too powerful. Like I don't know if they're ready. But he's just chilling on my Nike Romeros, my running shoes.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag. He really is. He really is.
He likes to curl up in his shoe.
Oh man. But that one was Anne Carson talking about a Sappho poem that was about God. I'm a butcher, but I also want to hear why you thought I thought it would be good.
Okay.
But it's about Sappho. Okay. It's about I didn't know that Sappho. Obviously, I knew it was like the lesbian,
right?
Like poet of antiquity,
right? Which Sappho loved women,
right? But their cult idealizes Aphrodite,
right?
Right. But that's my whole thing. Okay.
Sappho's also the first lyricist.
Okay.
She played the lyre. She's like the original lyricist.
But not Orpheus. Orpheus might have played the lyre. He played something.
I think he was after her though.
Yeah. So okay, the first lyric. Okay, and that's because it's like it's too hard to explain. Like no one really understands it. No one really understands it when I try to explain it. Well, maybe you'll understand. But it's to do with. Okay, just to say the whole decreation thing, and then the second part of the essay was about and that was like God being jealous of her, and the second one was a lady who was talking to God.
Oh yeah.
What was the second one?
I'm forgetting her name right now.
Yeah. And the third one was Simone.
She was like a nun though, right?
She was like a nun.
Yeah. That's annoying.
And then
this is why I was gonna prep. This is why I wanted to prep.
Yo. But then the third one was Simone. Well, just Simone Weil.
Yeah.
Talking about how, in order to.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know. How do you say it?
Weil.
Simone Weil.
Well, I don't know.
It's
one of those ones.
Yeah, Weil doesn't seem right.
I'm always listening to hear people say it.
And it was about how you got to get out of the way. You got to get out of the way to let God speak through you, or something like that.
Yeah.
And that process was called decreation.
And that you also can't talk about it. Like,
damn it.
I think that's like part of the maybe why it came up. I also feel like maybe she mentions Julian of Norwich in there, and we were talking about that.
I mean, I'm very.
But part of decreation, or at least my understanding of it, is, which I'm still reading the whole book. So the essay is like it's like a book of poems, essays, and plays, maybe?
In the Anne Carson book.
Yeah. But my understanding of part of what I was saying was that you can't put the experience of God into language. So like the Sappho poem that she's translating and then sort of analyzing, it has like these line breaks of which in the break is God. And like I was really heavily influenced by that Fred Moten book that's called In the Break.
Okay.
That's kind of it's about like the drum break though in jazz and I guess bebop specifically, that then became like the foundation of hip hop, or like whatever that sample or the praise break or whatever, like that like God lives in those breaks. Right, so that's what the poem part is. And then like the nun is kind of saying like, I know God, but no, I can't share that with anyone. And anytime I'm trying to share it, I'm effectively like moving out of the sacred. Right. Yeah. And then I felt like that's kind of what Simone Weil or Weil
was saying.
is like whenever she goes to write about it, like there's something like sort of egotistical about trying to write about it, or it's like you're back in ego because you're trying, even if you're trying to like share it.
Back in the eye gets in the way of God.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you give that over to God.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying, right?
Yeah. Which would mean like that she couldn't be the sort of like intellectual that she was, but then didn't she go to an asylum or something like that?
Simone Weil?
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know. It sounds right.
Just to say that I think at some point she did give over.
Right. Right. And that's like
so
Julian
stop
of Norwich.
being literary. And it started being psychosis.
Right.
Which is my
It's a fine line. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's so funny, like, yeah, because like, reading all these people like Marjorie Kemp and Julian of Norwich, they're just trying to love God the best. Yeah. And I didn't know. Did you know about she was an anchorite? I'm sure you know. You know, you were clowning me for acting like I just discovered. Yo, you ever heard of Julian of Norwich? You're like, yeah. You're like, yeah, I have. But she locked herself up for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
That's so crazy, bro.
I know. Well, I think it came up because, well, one, we were in our Gnostic portal, but also
we in the A8 portal right now.
Yeah.
Yo.
But
Aquarius full moon tonight.
Oh yeah.
Goddamn.
Triple Aquarius.
Yeah, but the Leo, yeah.
Yeah.
Leo, Aquarius, opposites.
I know, but you're triple Aquarius.
Yeah, I'm triple Aquarius.
Yeah, which is so demonic, truly.
Yo, probably.
Wait, sorry, I distracted myself. I was gonna
Julian
say
Norwich.
Simon Critchley,
yeah,
James Webster's second husband.
Yeah.
Wrote this book on mysticism recently that I was just gifted. I haven't read it yet.
Oh shit.
But my friend Cassie was like talking to me about it. We were like walking through a cemetery, oddly enough, with her dog. I didn't have a dog at the time. And she was like, she was annoyed at this book because it didn't talk about any like female tradition of mysticism.
Okay.
And so we were kind of going in on that. And then she asked me if I had read Decreation because that was kind of not like the book is explicitly some kind of like feminist history of mysticism, but that essay is kind of talking about that. And so that's how I got into it. I think because we were talking about the Julian Norwich, it just reminded me of that. I think that's why I thought you would like it. Right.
No, it was definitely, because it was like, and the second woman who were like botching.
Yeah.
It was 13th century and she got killed on the stake for heresy. Yeah, which seems to happen to most people.
Which a previous analyst, one I really hated actually, that I got into a fight with when I stopped analysis with her, she told me once in a session that if I had been born in another time, I would have been a witch and they would have killed me. Which I don't know if you're supposed to say that to people.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I agreed with her, but I was like, damn, okay.
But that's what. Okay, so I'm gonna try to. So one thing that's interesting about the Aphrodite, like the cult of Aphrodite, who's Venus, who's the planet Venus, like, and obviously like Friday and love and
today
Christ gets killed on Friday because that's Venus Day, and then that's Aphrodite. But then
I'm ruled by Venus, Taurus.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. But like, okay, so I'm on the stone. I'm at the stones, right?
Yeah.
And the whole thing is two ideas. One idea is the moon visits the earth. The planet visits the earth. At this one time, every 19 years, the planet comes out of the earth and stays directly on the horizon. I mean, the moon comes up, the full moon comes above the horizon and just stays there and then goes away. Which is like, back then, they were like, yo, on this day, the moon is visiting, the mother goddess is visiting the earth. And that idea of the low planet was like a huge thing back then. So like if Venus was really low and really bright because of where it was, there would be like a ceremony of Venus, of Aphrodite visiting the earth and like wedding and like, and so then, and marrying like the king, like blessing the new king.
Got it.
And like this archetype of the Venus, like mother goddess, like picking like a young boy, like often like a young, like in it's like that's the story of Adonis.
Right.
Aphrodite picks Adonis. Like this story repeats itself, and this is all to understand why where the Christ story comes from in the Golden Bow, but which is a heretical move to tie the Christ story to a bunch of older stories. But come on, so like this archetype of the Venus mother goddess picking like Adonis, and then something happening to him and him getting killed prematurely, and him having to spend half the year in the underworld, and because that's what happens. Then Adonis has spent half the year with Persephone and then come back up.
African Desperate is a Persephone tale.
It's an underworld harrowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make some reference to that in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I talked about it in like one festival thing.
Okay.
But it was a reference for me.
Yo, exactly, the harrowing of hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Gnostic
grad school.
Yeah, that's that grad school. the final celebration night of the MFA completion. Yeah, it was that did give it an epic mythical quality. Then you finally at the damn Red Hook fucking train station, and that's when you know Christ is risen. He is risen.
Yeah, I think that is kind of the like only reference to it is in that train scene. That's a character quotes from The Wizard of Oz, which is not so much Persephone. There's other things you could tie it to, but I usually, because it was like the curriculum of this one really crazy acting class I took, but the guy goes like, they talk about the party or something, and he's like, asks her something, and she's like, "You were there?" And then he does the like, when Dorothy comes back to Kansas, she goes like, "And you were there, and you were there, and you were there." He quotes that back to her. That's my only reference to it. That's a real director's commentary.
Wait, yeah, yo, this is the African Desperate
for people who like care about the film.
Wait, but you're saying the Dorothy story is like a
kind of.
Of course it is. It's like a Persephone story.
That's like there's other stuff that's mixed into it, but that's like the main myth in some ways.
Cause does she get fucking abducted?
Yeah, she gets taken. There's a tornado.
Oh shit!
And then she goes to Oz, and then she has to travel through Oz, and she has to like get these courage, heart, etc. And then she gets out of Oz. She realizes she can only get herself out. Damn. She's searching for the wizard. There is no wizard. A man behind a curtain.
Damn, you're snapping right now. That moment you gotta fucking run back every damn children's story and
hi.
Okay. But yeah, this Adonis, it's just weird. It happens in that so like the idea of the moon coming to the earth. Yeah. And then also with every 8 years Venus comes low to the earth and like picks the next king, but then we like collectively kill the current king.
So who did she pick?
In that region, in the Celtic Picts, which is the people of northern Scotland, in their mythology, a similar story like that comes out, and that's what the individual standing stones are like when when Venus would come around every 8 years, or when the moon would come, they would like do a ceremony, and they would tie the current king to the stone and stab his ass.
Okay,
and whoever
this is
beat
the
him,
regicide you were talking about.
Yeah, whoever did it became the new king, and it's kind of in that similar archetype of, and that's what the physical Venus moon coming down.
So what do they do now though? Like when you were there this summer, how do they celebrate? They're not killing someone now.
No, it was just like a bunch of wooks like gathered around the damn stones, like, you know what I mean, like waiting for the sun, because when the sun comes on the summer solstice, the shining one, or they called it the Cuckoo King, is supposed to walk down the alley. But then there's all this stuff about the Cuckoo King is like the king who got picked, who's always murderer, scapegoat. No, murderer. What is it? Murderer. He's a murderer because you got to kill the previous king to become king, and then he's I can't remember what the second one is, but then he ultimately becomes a scapegoat for everyone's like the pollution of the group, and then they kill his ass. It's also like, if anyone's ever just been, killed before. No, I'm trying to understand why, they got to take down the king,
heavy as the head.
Yeah, heavy as a head. But
Greatest living artist.
Yeah,
I know a little bit about that.
See, this is it's so quickly spiral out. Yeah, it was like that, but there's a lot of repression of the pagan truths, like by the Free Church of Scotland over many years. So they just say, it's the frozen heretics. He gets frozen as a stone. That's what they say the stones are.
Got it.
But the cuckoo king, that was just a weird thing where like I found this one article about it, and like the cuckoo bird, like etymologically is tied to the kings, and cuckoos are like promiscuous male birds that just drop off, and then those birds, they just drop their babies. They're all bastards, and they drop the babies in other nests, and they dip. The cuckoo bird, and it's called the cuckoo king because like the king is supposed to be like a strong, like promiscuous guy, because he's married to the Venus mother goddess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can imagine like back in like Ireland and shit, like they had some, you know what I mean? Like they had like the strongest like dude, like,
yeah.
And then he would get murked and like, so that's the truth behind the stones, but I guess the Venus, yeah. I don't damn it. I think the essay's got to be me spurging out trying to understand this stuff, and never fully answering.
Yeah,
it.
I was like, good luck.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Tall order.
That's a weird one though. The cuckoo, and then the cuckoo bird, be sing. You hear it, cuckoo, and then on the solstice it's supposed to leave, and it does migrate like midsummer.
That's cool.
So that's when you kill the king.
I have to say, this midsummer has been kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been an intense one. I'm ready. I'm told on the 11th, Monday, things are supposed to chill out.
Oh yeah, what happened on Monday?
Mercury goes direct.
Okay, Mercury goes direct.
And then we are maybe get to enjoy a little bit.
But Mercury's been in retrograde in Leo, right?
Yeah.
We both Leo. Got Leo.
It's true. Oh, yeah, right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it got me. It got me multiple times. I never am like, oh, Mercury in retrograde. But then I had like a really weird communication. They say not to make any deals and stuff like that. The deals already happened, so I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to work on stuff that's already in motion. Mm. But I did have this really weird communication thing with it, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Like a business thing?
Yeah. And then I was like, oh fuck, I got yeah. And
damn.
Then it just went downhill from there.
Damn.
But it peaked maybe a day or two ago, so I'm hoping smooth sailing from
one
here.
day last week I was kind of blowing off some things I needed to do as far as my house. And then actually the day I was telling you about earlier, when I just made some calls and just had some like fiery conclusions to various commitments I had been involved in. And then like someone said like, oh yeah, Mercury retrograde went out of retrograde for like 4 hours today. And it was like in the 4 hours I just like made a bunch of calls and like made a bunch of decisions. It's like, damn.
That's good. Yeah. I'm just like, that's why I'm just trying to stay in bed today.
You trying to avoid any?
I was just like, y'all won.
No, it's a full moon though.
You guys won. Everybody won. I surrender. I'll be back. I'll try again.
Damn.
I'll try again in a couple days. I need a break.
Are you? Yeah. What are you trying to do this fall? What are you working on?
Who am I working on?
Are you working on the movie?
Yeah, right now I'm rewriting.
Okay.
Which feels pretty good. I got like the title while I was back in LA, which felt like it just came to me.
Yeah. That's what we were on. We were trying to have mystical visions.
Yeah.
Because I kept talking about how you must have mystical visions. That's one of the tenets of our new Blast Tube, me and Harold's new magazine. You must have mystical visions.
You must, though.
Yeah.
And you must listen to those mystical visions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had one, and I got the title, like, received, and I felt really good. And I was like, fuck, that's it. That's so good. And then like that, then I had like a kind of really good week of writing.
Yeah.
And then I had to like switch gears to this other thing I'm working on, which I can't talk about. But I do want to talk off the record about.
Yeah, we should. We were also talking about how pods are too long. Yeah, this is not what I want to say right
over.
Now. We were like,
pods are over.
We have to give a tight.
Concise podcast.
Yeah, concise pod.
Wait, I did have a question when you were talking about your acting career.
Yeah.
Would you be in your own adaptation?
I'd be down to. You mean for Fuccboi?
Yeah.
I'd be down to. I mean, like, the Americans, I'll go out and say it. 45 minutes in the pod, ain't no one listening to it. The Americans were like, they were just very, they have gung-ho people and they never made it across, like with the adaptations.
Yeah.
That I was more involved in. I think it's just, so there's like a scary vector, which I think is my problem with all publishing experts. You know what I'm saying? There's
a scary vector?
I think so. I don't know. People are either gung-ho or they're like just not, so it's fully in the UK hands right now. So it's, I'm thinking it's going to be Central C or something like that. Gotta play me. But, or fucking Fake Mink can play me.
Okay.
some
Central
British
C
lads.
would be good.
Yeah, Central C just with the damn
Barry Cogan.
Shiesty, like fucking biking around.
There's a lot of good British actors.
Who's that? Barry Cogan?
I said Barry Cogan. He's Irish. But
okay, nice.
He could be good.
Yeah, I've been trying to speak Central C into existence, but he might be too. I don't know, but why? You think I should?
Yeah, you should try.
Yeah, my old ass. By the time it gets made,
yeah,
I'm gonna be like 40. Like,
that's the thing about
Side
it.
Bay, let me sleep over. I'm homeless.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't need to do that lame ass thing to ask you what you're working on, but
lots of stuff.
Yeah, you down. Yeah. No, you got a DJ. No, you don't have to do shit. You don't have to do shit. Well, okay. I think pods might be over, but I although my pod is like very, like it's not. I think pods where you try to do like a really good conversation, like
are dead.
Like, but I don't think
only verite.
Yeah, very avant-garde, like like.
So I should start a podcast or I shouldn't?
You should start a podcast. Didn't you already have one?
I mean, I always called it a radio show.
Yeah.
But someone was like, "Oh yeah, what happened to your podcast?" And I was like, "Podcast?" And I was like, I guess it was. I never thought about it that way, but it was broadcast.
Yeah.
It was on broadcast.
Yeah, nice.
Can't be a podcast and broadcast.
You had the broadcast. Yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes I think about. Well, now I feel like I'm too late. It's like Bitcoin. Like I really should have got in on it, and I had people who were actively trying to like set up wallets for me and shit, and I was always just like clowning them.
Yeah.
But years later, I was the fool. Why didn't I just let them set up the wallet? Would it have killed me? That's my biggest regret in life. Is it either that or not going home with Robert Pattinson?
Damn.
One of those is my biggest regret.
He was a big Fuccboi fan initially. And then he ducked out of the meeting.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, for his Batman promo, but he was real. He got to page like 80 and like read something like that, but
who knows? Maybe it's not too late.
Yeah.
For my regret.
Damn.
Sometimes it's fun to come back around.
But I don't think continuing to push the tech, I don't know, weird ways of sharing stuff is, I think it's just getting going.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of big shifts.
I miss Bitcoin when I should have got in. I miss podcasting when I should have got in. I miss like being like an influencer when I should have got in. I just feel like I have like a chip on my shoulder. And I'm like always like, that's so corny. And then like I'm like, damn, I should have done that though.
That's how you got your mystique as the greatest living artist. You ain't got hours of being like, yo, this book, like Pretty good. Pretty good. You guys ever heard of this book?
What was the last book that really rocked you?
The last book that really rocked me.
Yeah. In whatever way you interpret that.
Yeah. Isn't that so weird how it's like so hard to think of them when you ask that question, and then as soon as you get off the pod, like I don't know what really rocked me. I was running back some classics recently. Like I was re-listening to the audiobook of Savage Detectives as I start a new magazine.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that's that Bolaño, that Chilean novelist.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's just about like him being old and like imagining him when he was young in like Mexico City with his boys, like starting like a fake literary movement in like a magazine and stuff. But it's like how it's written. It's like written from mad people's perspective, but they're just talking about they're just anyway. It's like him looking back on the time when he was young, but it's like never from him and his friend. It's like never from his perspective. It's like a million other people's perspectives.
Oh, that's cool.
And the connected ties, I'll just touch on it.
I should probably read that one.
It's a banger. I was running back the audiobook just for fun.
I've been listening to Wolf 8 on audiobook.
Wolf 8?
Which is this book about when they reintroduced wolves into wildlife. I guess they like killed them in America in like the 40s. And then in like the 80s, they reintroduced them. They took 4 from Canada and put them in Yellowstone. And this guy was like he was the ranger who was like in charge of it. And there was like this one, Wolf 8, who was like kind of like the runt, the black swan, if you will. Yeah. Of the litter. And he ended up being like the alpha though. And this guy like observed them for years of their lives. He saw things that like the other wolves didn't see. He was like taking all these notes because Poochie is a direct descendant of wolves.
Oh yeah, damn.
And I want my friend Sonia, my dog doula, she has a cool, I'm blanking on what kind of breed. She has a cool dog named Pando, but Pando and Poochie are the same descendant, but they look very different. Like if you scaled him up, but he's a wolf. And so she was like, you should listen to Wolf 8. You can like understand dogs from their interior. Nice. It has been pretty cool. Like it's a great tale. There's also a documentary that's like stuff that you that they talk about in Wolf 8 you can like watch in the documentary. Okay. I recommend that. I'm learning a lot about the dog mentality, the wolf mentality. Nice. The packs, they're social creatures. Okay. They like are relational in everything that they do.
Unless you're a lone wolf.
But that's something we created. They don't want to be a lone wolf.
I'm trying to stay connected to my network, to my pack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like expanding the domain of, you know what I'm saying? But apparently there's mad bears up there where I'm about to post at.
Oh yeah?
And I got double porch, one covered, facing the woods.
I saw a bear in Aspen.
Okay.
Like that far away.
Damn.
It was really close.
Black bear?
Yeah. Me and my friend were like talking and she was facing that way. I was facing this way and she was like, there's a bear right there. And then everyone started like, the bear was just like rummaging through the trash. Yeah. But it was like, I had just left this dinner where somebody was talking about their dog fighting this bear. And I was like, I'm going to be cool though, right? Because I'm walking back and it's night. Yeah. And they're like, you'll be fine. There's never bears around here. And then 5 minutes later, I run into my friend. We start yapping. We see a bear. It was fine. I guess they're not trying to hurt you, those type.
Yeah, the black bears, I think you just got to kind of like not step to them.
Yeah, that's what I felt. One of my friends was being all zen about it. There's 3 of us there. And he was like, we should go follow it. I was like, no, don't. I'm not following the bear. I'm going this way. Yeah. And then this white lady was like, I'm calling the cops, which I thought was so funny. What are they going to do? I'm calling the cops. Arrest this bear.
Wow, dude, trying to Karen the bear?
Yeah, that's like stuck in my head though. It's like, a woman, yeah, carrying the bear.
Karen
like,
Bear.
Karen Bear. She was like,
yeah,
literally, I'm calling the cops. So what? But yeah.
You feel like you're trying to find God every day through your works?
I think I found God. I feel pretty close to God. But I do feel like a channel.
Yeah.
And I do feel it's so hard to talk about without sounding so like completely insane.
Yeah, I was talking about that, how I need to come up with a new word for mother goddess.
Oh, I've been saying the gift of divinity.
The gift of divinity.
Which I got from this book that sort of talks about orishas and chakras.
Okay.
Chakras, I should say. And like how each chakra is tied to different orisha, and it's like part of that cosmology too.
What's orisha? A-R-I-C-I-A?
O-R-I-S-H-A.
Orisha. Okay, that's some chakra type stuff.
That's some African cosmology.
Oh yeah.
Nigerian specifically. Like
okay. Oh, got you.
And she uses that phrase. She uses this author whose name I'm forgetting, like G-O-D, gift of divinity.
I've
been liking that
instead of God. Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like if I say God, also I grew up like in church, like having to go to church, and I hated going to church, and I was like maybe like 9 when I was like, I don't believe in
Where was
God.
that again?
In Pasadena.
In Pasadena, of course.
And so I struggle with that. Well, I don't struggle with it so much, but I feel like I understand that it brings up a lot of baggage. There's a lot of baggage with saying God.
Right.
But I don't know any other way to say it.
Yo, hold up. No, Source is talking. Hold up. Source is talking to me right now. I can't talk right now. Hold up.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Source?
Hold on.
I'll
call you right back.
Yo, let me call you right back.
Source on the other line.
Source is on the other line.
I gotta take this one. I gotta answer this. That's how I feel though.
Yo,
yeah, that's how I feel
calling.
Though. Like you're like, hey.
Hold up. I'll be right back. I gotta hit my plug.
Yeah.
Source. What should I do about this business deal?
Yeah, exactly. I gotta talk to Source real quick.
Source, should I take this
movie Source role? Is talking to me. I need to go somewhere where I can listen.
Yeah, but it's been kind of loud. I feel like it's been kind of loud for me too. I think I gotta step. I don't know. I haven't been hearing Source that well. I think it's like I can't finish the essay because
right. So you gotta go to the
Source
woods.
hasn't been talking. You know, it's like I could write something, but it's gotta be like you know when it's like gas. You know. But that's also because like when life shit happens. But I think my constitution is too sensitive for the city. That's what I've been deciding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk outside and I'm just like, you know, like
I've definitely had that.
I run to the river. And I sit by the river. I might be kind of. That's the thing I've been saying is like, you know how like back in the day like autism was like I seen an autism child sign upstate. You know, in the street, autism's child. Yeah. Here. Now autism's so normalized, and like people be claiming autism.
I know. It's
I feel like in 10 years or 20 years, I'm gonna start a thing where like people will be claiming special needs. like I'm starting like I think I might be a little special needs. You know what I'm saying? And like people in 10 years will be like, yo, I'm special needs. Like I can't.
Did you watch on I don't know if you saw on TikTok. There was a TikTok like thing a while ago that if you were in gifted and talented, you were special needs.
Hilarious.
Like. They told you it was like a gifted program, but it was like a special needs program. I was in gifted and talented.
Yeah.
And I have definitely thought it before, like, wait. I too go to the river every day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On the west side?
That's why the other one.
Yeah.
Hudson. Yeah. I gotta stay over there.
Yeah. I gotta like, open my third eye, you know, by the river.
I gotta go sit by the river.
Yo, I'm wearing purple because my crown chakra's out of balance.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's real as hell. Yeah.
I have had that happen to me here, though, where it's like too many. I'm like picking up way too much.
Do you sleep in the? Do you get nocturnal? Yeah, we talked about this. You'd be nocturnal sometime or not?
Oh yeah.
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 Right now, I'm sleeping I'm sleeping pretty well. I'm having like fucked dreams.
You have been?
Yeah.
Hot dreams.
Yeah. They're crazy.
What happened? You dying?
No, that would be fine, honestly. They're like worse. Like I don't know if we talked about this, but I have night terrors, which actually the first night I got Poochie, I was like cracking up because like my friend's mom, I was like talking to her when I was bringing him home about like what I should do the first night, all this stuff. She's like a dog show person. Yeah. And she was like, put the crate on your bed, like next to your head so he can like feel your breath. Like he's still in his thing. Yeah. And then like that night I was spazzing so crazy. Oh my God. And I kept waking up in the middle of the night, like full scream, like wake up like and then like one time he like jumped like so high, and I just started laughing because I was like, I'm sorry, mommy's crazy. Oh my God. Mommy's crazy. You should know early. But it was really bad. It was like the whole night I was just like, I couldn't even tell you what the dream was, but I just kept waking up screaming, but like full in the middle of like a full throated blood curdling. Yeah. But no, the ones I've been having are weirder. They're more like anxiety dreams, and they're all kind of like loosely work related, or like a cast of characters that are familiar to me. Right. But like I'm showing up late. I'm forgetting I had a show. I'm forgetting I was supposed to do something. It's like the opening of my movie, and I didn't, and I'm a week late. Yeah. So somebody else made the movie, and like, or like, I don't know. Some of them have been cool though. There was one that was all about this like, I have a friend who's named Barrington. Oh my God. What? Barrington Darius. Okay. And then in this dream, I was like hunting for an artist name with that name, but I was in this like tropical like Afro-Caribbean tropics, like in this like brutalist building, and it was like this unknown, undiscovered painter, but I was like with this curator, and she was like, you met Barrington? And I was like, yeah, no, I spent all this time with him. It was like, we're like gonna do a project together. I found him, and I said that, and I was saying like, he was telling me this, and I was saying all this stuff, and she was like, that doesn't sound like him at all. That's nothing like Barrington. I don't think you met Barrington. When I woke up, I like called Barrington. I did. Yeah, exactly. No, I met him. I met him. I swear. I was with him. I found him. They're like, no one's seen from Barrington in 100 years. Yeah. But I was like, dude, I just had the craziest dream. Barrington doesn't exist. You're like, what? Yeah. Who was I with then? Oh my God. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, but you be staying up because people don't really. Yeah,
I be staying up.
You sometimes be staying up.
Oh
yeah.
Could you hear me in my hotel?
No.
Once I realized you were directly next to me, I got extremely self-conscious.
I was up hella late too. I was up on that balcony fucking drinking damn non-stop Nespressos with an espresso machine. Yo, that hotel made me buy an espresso machine. Dead ass, dude.
They are cool.
I bought this.
I'm surprised they're not more popular here.
I can't have the pods on me though.
You just go too crazy?
I go crazy, bro. I go crazy. And like, yeah, because oftentimes, because that's the thing too. Like, I feel like I get a lot of flack in my immediate, my immediate social world, we'll say, for being up mad late and stuff. Or
people don't do it
People
anymore.
Don't like people. Yeah.
They don't.
What happened in this country?
What happened to staying up late?
Guys used to be able to stay up late, try to find God, because that's the thing. But the God hours are apparently between 3 and 5 in the morning.
Oh, I know.
That's when you hear God.
I'm hearing them. That's what I'm saying. We're locked.
But how can you? Yo, that's
It's the same if you meditate.
People see the great works. They don't know all the nocturnal visions I have to have.
Yeah, but even if you like meditate, it's the same vibe. You got to get up when it's dark.
Right.
It's the same. Get up early, sleep late, go to bed late, whatever. You got to be up in the wee hours.
Yeah, you got to be up in the wee hours. Ideally, you're waking. It's nicer when you're waking up early, obviously.
Yeah.
But sometimes I
think it's the same.
Yeah. Maybe if I'm away from, because then sometimes it is a kind of avoiding the city. It's too noisy in the city, so I gotta wait till, especially when it's hot.
Yeah.
It gets cool. I like being up at night, but
Sometimes though, the city is just like more relaxing to me actually.
In the summer?
Than when I've lived upstate.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just like a river of like energy, people, life, just like, and I don't have to be part of. I don't feel any like need to do anything. It's just
New York
happening.
Specifically, yeah.
Yeah, here specifically. But then sometimes upstate, I feel like I can get into it, but I can also feel really crazy up there.
Upstate or the small liberal arts graduate arts program? Okay.
The woods. I'll call it the woods.
Yeah, the woods.
I've spent a fair amount of time in the woods and the jungle.
Yeah. In the jungle?
Yeah.
What jungle?
Mostly in Puerto Rico. But
in Puerto Rico?
Other ones, Brazilian jungle.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thai jungle.
Thai jungle?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I might go a little crazy up there, but gotta do anchor right. Gotta go anchor right.
How old are we at?
We could wind it down. We could wind it down. Let's just chill and talk.
That wasn't me. I was just curious.
Yeah, we had 106. We had 106. We had 66. Okay. We had 66 minutes right now.
That's
speaking
pretty good.
of.
That's pretty good.
But yeah. All right, that seems good.
I didn't mean to kill it.
No, we could kill it. We could kill it.
I was just asking.
We could just chill a sec.
Sometimes I'm conscious of just how long I've been talking.
Yeah.
I did an artist talk this year, which I don't do a lot of them. Like weirdly, I used to do a lot, and then I started to get like really weird panic doing them, and then I stopped.
Like a conversation or a straight up like.
Well,
lecture?
I used to just do them like more talk. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
And then I stopped liking that, and then I stopped doing them for maybe like 6 years or something.
Yeah.
And then now I only do them if I'm in conversation with someone.
Yeah.
And I still only do them like once or twice a year though. But I did one in Pittsburgh at Carnegie Mellon in February.
Nice.
That felt really good, but it was like so long. And I was just like talking, I was asking all these questions. Charlie White was my interlocutor, who was great.
Yeah.
And asked me really interesting questions I've never been asked before. And then he was like, hey, we've been talking for 2.5 hours. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Damn, that's good.
It's like, we should stop. That's crazy. And he was like, no one left. This is great. I was like, oh my God. You get like exposure. Then you're like, what did I even say? What have I been saying?
That's fire. Yeah, no, we could chill a second, and then we could just talk, and then off camera if we want to do more, we don't have to.
Okay.
You can kill the record. No, I'm killing it. I'm sorry. But no, I don't know. Maybe I'm asking dumb questions, but I think you do. I think you be having you got to have some mystical visions in order to create the powerful artworks, and I don't think
so
that's
too.
really like involved. I don't think really that's like in any curriculum.
I'm trying to go full mystic.
Yeah, you trying to go full mystic? Wait, that's so funny. You were just up. You were up at the hotel room, just like.
Yeah, well, for a while, I feel like last year there was my friend who's also an African Desperate actor. Oh, Ruby McAllister. She played Portia.
Yeah. Wait, she played the main character?
No, she played Portia.
Oh yeah, Portia.
Who was like the one who was like gave her Molly water. She's in the pond.
Oh yeah.
Ruby McAllister. She's like a comedian and actor, but she also is like she's great at astrology.
Yeah.
At some point last year, but I can't remember what transit it was. She was like something was going through my 8th house. And she was Pisces? Pisces in my 8th house.
Yeah.
I forget what was happening.
We got the same houses.
But there was something where she was like, you have to go full witch. I'm sorry.
You got to go full witch.
She was like, there's no other way. You just got to go towards your you just have to follow your intuition. You can't follow anything else anymore. And she was like, that's your only way through this. And I was like, oh my God. And I think it was my Pluto transit, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it did end extremely mystically and then like extremely literally at the same time. My Pluto. Yeah, we did talk about this.
Yeah.
Because I have a 4th house. No, sorry, I'm mixing it up. something was happening. My Pisces is in my 8th, but my Scorpio is in my 4th. And it was like in that, the Pluto transit was in my 4th house. And she was like talking about the 2. My way through that transit was from my 8th house, like mysticism.
Okay.
And so I have tried to, and I think I have, especially like the end of that transit. I was like, okay, I just got to go full mystic now.
Yeah, there's this witch part in the book that I'm about to quote for this essay I'm trying to write, but it's yeah, you know the book The Recognitions by William Gaddis?
I don't.
It's like a OD, like 9.
I like that we have very different reading
1,000-page
styles.
Yeah, it's a long ass book. It's right here. But in the first, it's like all about. It's honestly a kind of nonsense book that, like, you know, this is like one you shouldn't try to read. That like the bros be saying you gotta try to read. You know what I mean? Like this one I read, I was like, bro, this is like.
I don't need to read that one. Okay.
But in the beginning, he's a painter. He's like a what's it called? Makes the fake paintings, the fake copies.
Oh, forger.
Yeah, he's a forger. And
cool.
like when he's a child, his dad is like a esoteric is like a heretical like preacher.
Cool.
And his aunt is like, did you draw a painting? Like, who are you? Like, you're Lucifer. Like Lucifer thinks he's better than God. Oh, you're gonna create something? Like that's, you know.
That's cool. I was reading Paradise Lost again.
Oh, you were?
4th book, all about Lucifer's story.
Yeah. Oh.
Because Lucifer's one of my buddies.
I know, because he fell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bless Lucifer. That's in the it's in the Blast 2 manifesto. But no, it's just so funny. He's like, she's the Aunt May's all like, she's all like Gwen is the damn preacher dad.
Okay.
And it's like he's like fuck. Yeah, Wyatt was sent to bed for saying he could not. Yeah. Wait, hold up. And he comes up with all sorts of cases, seeing her chance, things he invents and pretends they are so, things he picks up, heaven knows where. Oh yeah. He's told me about the 7 heavens made out of kinds of metal. Last night he said the stars were people's souls and sorcerers could tell the good from bad. Sorcerers. Oh yeah, this is the aunt talking, being like, this is all the dumb shit that he puts in your head. You know?
Lucifer?
Yeah, no, the dad.
Oh, okay.
Right? Okay. Like, you know, low-key, like, you know, and obviously he ends up becoming like a forger, so he's like doing all that. But, you know, he's last night he said the stars were people's souls and sorcerers could tell the good from the bad. Sorcerers. Like, he must pick up this drivel from that dirty old man. Oh, that's what the kid's saying about the grandfather. That grandfather, indeed, telling him all sorts of things. Witches drawing the moon down from the heavens, which is and Gwyon's yes, he muttered, Gwion muttered, his hand on his chin, looking thoughtfully. Well, in Thessaly, and she's like, he starts saying, and the aunt's like, what? He's like, yes, the Thessalian witches, of course. And she's like, you mean to say you're telling him, filling him with this nonsense? And he's like, well, it's Virgil himself says, somewhere in Bucolics. And she's like, and I suppose you told him that the pearls are the precipitate of sunlight striking through the water. He's like, yeah, the 8th bucolic, isn't it? Carmina Val, and he like cites it when they're talking about, but the moon is coming to the earth. Yeah, that page is right here. The moon is coming to the earth, which is yeah. Do you just want to see the whole thing?
Or whatever.
Yeah. The moon coming to the right there. The moon coming to the earth is what happened.
Right.
The moon coming to the earth.
You saw it.
What the witches do. I just love how back then that was like such a wild event that whole religions came out of when the moon appeared to touch the earth. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, I mean, everyone's on some, you know, people don't know where there's another piece of land. That's all flat earth. Like,
I know.
Oh, it came down to the ground.
Or like the sun, like sun salutation is like,
right.
It rose again.
Yeah, it rose. It's coming back.
You didn't know it was going to rise or not.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot. I also think, I'm editing myself right now.
Don't edit yourself.
I don't want to be a hater, though. Anyway, there is a line in that Ocean Vuong book that I do like, that I think about a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like the book.
Yeah.
But there's a line where it's like, oh, we all looked at the same sun.
Oh yeah.
And he's like Cleopatra looked at that sun.
Yeah.
This person looked at that sun.
Yeah.
I do love that.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Dionysus' birthday was December 25. All these people are birthdays December 25. That's because that's the birthday of the sun. That's 3 days after the summer solstice. So the sun is coming back.
Right.
And then 3 days after they realize they're all sun gods.
The rebirth.
Yeah,
see, that's the thing about the God talk and psychosis.
Yeah.
Bring it back to my passion.
Yeah.
It's
their two favorite things. God talk and psychosis.
It's really hard. Like when you're talking about the special needs.
Oh yeah.
Like my friend was having this like late stage diagnosis of autism, and it was like kind of really like shaking her and explaining a lot of stuff in her life. And she read this book that was called like Divergent Minds. Although that sounds like that sci-fi movie, so if I fucked that up, I'm thinking of the sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
But and she was like, I think you should read it. I'm not autistic, for the record. Well, I do have OCD, which is a neurodivergence. And they were like, so I was like reading this book, and then when I read it, she was like really excited to talk to me about it, because she was like, you know, she had identified with a lot. She'd been going through this thing. And I was like, they called us gods. They would have called us gods in the olden days. We would have been mystics.
That's what I'm saying.
She was like laughing. I was like, now they're trying to put all these labels on me.
Yeah, now they're trying to.
But I do feel, like, you know, I have been trying to make the playlist, the I Am a God playlist.
Oh yeah, we've been working on the I Am a God playlist.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's cool, but like use somebody like Kanye, right? It's like there's such a thin line. And for myself too. Like I won't even put it on Kanye.
Yeah.
Put it on myself. Yeah. As a bipolar queen.
Yeah. I am.
I
am music.
Is that like what the fuck do they call it? Bipolar queen. I forget what they call it now.
What?
Oh, it's gonna kill me. Whatever, it doesn't matter if I'm using the clinical terms, but it's like when you start hallucinating, basically. Okay. The line between like God's talking to me, right? I can read minds, right? And like my need meds,
schizophrenic,
is thin.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe it's like Simone Weil said, you gotta not say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, there's definitely been shit I'm like, let me not talk about that part. I'm gonna not say that part before I'm in fucking a padded room.
But but you said back then. Oh yeah. Oh, did I do that riff to you about how? Because I didn't, because I hadn't read. Maybe I did, but yeah, Julian of Norwich, like all her visions, she just got sick as fuck.
Oh,
but no, like she was 30. Like her whole life, she was trying to remember this time. It's like 3 or 4 days when she got terribly sick at age 30. You know what I'm saying? And she saw Christ being killed. She saw his blood, the passion, the blood. Yeah. And she's like, I'm basically like Mary Magdalene. Like I was there. Right. You know? Like all the mystics, they all want to be Mary Magdalene. Marjorie Kemp's like has beef with Mary Magdalene because she thinks she's better than Mary Magdalene.
Interesting.
Yeah. She's like jealous. She's like, yo,
Why do they want to be Mary Magdalene?
Because that's the bride. That's the Christ girl. That she loves Christ the most.
Right, I guess.
And also because Mary Magdalene
interpreted that way.
Day is July. I know exactly. Well, that's the secret story where they lovers that got wiped out by fucking.
Should I Should I reread the Bible? This is something I've been thinking about.
The Gospels. It's good to run back the Gospels and compare them. Sometimes.
I haven't read it in a while.
You gotta read it from the beginning.
Nah.
Yeah. And the first one.
Yeah, maybe I'll reread the Gospels.
Yeah. You got to reread the Gospels for what you're working on. But because Mary Magdalene Day, the Saint Day, is July 22nd, and Marjorie Kemp starts her thing on that day. So she's and July 23rd is Saint Bridget, who's Swedish, but Saint Bridget is the archetype of the divine bride. So they like Bridget. That's where Saint Bridget comes from.
Got it.
But anyway, Julian Norwich had the damn. She thought she saw God, but like, bruh, if she had fucking ibuprofen, she would have had no vision. She just got sick as fuck. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
Yeah.
I know. She got so.
That's what I'm like. That's what I worry about when I worry about it.
Yeah.
That I'm just crazy.
No, but I mean, look at your body of work that I'm not even asking you good questions about because I can't get caught up on all your artworks. Maybe I could. I could have.
You could have. It was fine.
Could have. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about him anyway.
I would. I would have got scared. I want to just talk about whatever nonsense we were on in Paris. But
I need a praise break.
Yeah. Praise break.
God is between the. Bathroom still left?
Yeah. All right. We'll take a sec on this.